Hey guys, sorry this is late. I've had a bunch of stuff going on that has hindered, nothing bad, but that has hindered me from putting out videos. So I will get myself on a good schedule about releasing videos shortly. This is the last video in the Japan series. I'm basically just going to recap everything I went over, give you some pre-trip preparations, things like packing and etiquette and scams, and then I will invite you guys to vote on the next destination. So let's get into it. Alright, flights. Remember to book 10 to 3 weeks before your trip, but honestly just find a price that you're comfortable with and pay it when it hits that. But remember to find a flight that isn't too long. Alright, let's talk about lodging. Remember to treat your couchsurfing host with the utmost respect. Do everything they tell you. Just be a good couch surfer. Remember with hostels to always book directly. It'll save you a good amount of money if you do that. And with Airbnbs, all you need to do is look for ones that have a lot of reviews and the amenities that you want. Pretty simple. I went over a bunch of stuff to do in Japan, right here. But just remember that there's plenty of stuff to do for free, even in Tokyo, and then there's great stuff to do around Tokyo that only takes a few hours to get to. In Tokyo itself, you know, there's a bunch of technology centers. This I didn't go over. There's a bunch of technology centers. Places like Toyota and Sony and Canon, like cameras, will have exhibits open where you can go in and see all this cool stuff that is either like prototypes or stuff they may be releasing in the future. It's really cool and it's free, so that's a cool thing to check out. Alright, let's move on to packing. Now, packing, what you take with you depends on two things. One, the flight and whether you have to pay for checked baggage, and how you're going to be able to store it, whether in a hostel or couchsurfing or wherever. If you're in a hostel and you only have a small storage locker, you're not going to be able to fit this mega thing inside it. But a small duffel bag where you can fit a week's worth of clothes can easily just be mashed into a storage locker and you're good to go. Now, stuff to bring. In Japan, you do not need a power adapter if you're from the United States. They take the 2-prong plugs just like here. They don't have the 3-prong, which the 3rd prong is just a ground, so be careful when you plug stuff in. Pretty simple. Always, I don't have sunglasses, but bring a good pair of shoes and sunglasses. You're going to be walking around all day. Good shoes will help your feet. Sunglasses will protect your eyes. You know, your sore feet they'll heal themselves, but your eyes, you want to protect those, obviously. Also, just bring a watch. It's a good way to keep track of time, and so you don't have to lug your phone around if it doesn't have service or anything like that. Now, to talk about scams, I genuinely could not find a single scam that was kind of prevalent in Japan. It's really just stuff that you'd have to worry about just about everywhere. I've talked about scams in the other videos. Just if you don't look like a tourist, you're gonna be alright. It's as simple as that. They kind of target people who look like they're out of place. Pretty simple. Now, as far as etiquette. Now, in Japan, there is no such thing as tipping. You don't have to tip your bartender, your waiter, or anything like that. If you get invited into a home, you have to take your shoes off. There might be a little cubby or something for you to stick your shoes into. Restaurants, they may have a sign or something like that. I don't know. Now, etiquette about tattoos. Now, I've heard different stories about this, but like, okay, so this tattoo I have right here, wouldn't worry about. It's when you have full body tattoos, like full sleeves and tattoos around your neck. I guess there's a stigma in Japan with tattoos like that because of the local kind of mafia group called the Yakuza. This may also be just way out there as far as stuff that you may never have to worry about, but I do know in some restaurants or bathhouses, things like that, they will just throw you out if you have tattoos like that. And that's not to say tattoos are a bad thing. It's a cultural thing. That's it. Pretty simple. So yeah, that's about it as far as etiquette. The dick pic. Link right here. Dick pic is simple. Take a picture of all your documents, your itinerary, catalog everything you take with you, from your shoes to your watch to your phone to your camera, anything like that, and upload it to a cloud. I like to use Google Drive because it's free and pretty secure. And that way, if you lose anything, you have a backup. It'll save you a headache. Speaking of headaches, bring a first aid kit. I usually just get a little bag, fill it with like 20 Advil and 10 Imodium, stuff that I may use at home and that I wouldn't want to go try and find in a local pharmacy at, in the middle of the night when they may be closed or whatever. So it could save you a headache, literally and figuratively. So moving on to, I'm going to invite you guys to vote for the next location. So there's 10 countries below. Pick a country that you like, comment it, and then I will tally all those up and I'll announce it sometime next week. So yeah, I'm really excited to be going over this next place with you. I've had a great time putting these other 3 series together. I'm really looking forward to kind of building this whole thing. It's been a lot of fun. It's been it's a huge learning curve. I'm still even learning things, a month later as far as editing and stuff like that goes. So, and even about traveling. I just learned something the other day that I will be going over, I'm sure, in future videos. It doesn't pertain to this or anything, but, so yeah, cool. See you in the next video, guys.